In our previous video, we discussed about the structure of the glomerular capillaries and how the glomerular filtration takes place through these capillaries. Now moving towards the glomerular filtration rate, that is abbreviated as GFR. GFR is the amount of the fluid that is filtered from the glomerulus into the Bowman's capsule per unit time. So it is the measure that describes the total amount of the filtrate that is found by all the renal corpuscles in both the kidneys per minute. Or simply we can say that it is the rate at which the kidneys are filtering the blood, that is called as the glomerular filtration rate, and is approximately 120 to 125 ml per minute, that equals 180 liters per day. Now it is the chief measure of kidney function because it indicates the condition of the kidneys, and therefore it can be used to help guide the management in cases such as chronic kidney diseases. Now let's define a few important terms that are related to the glomerular filtration rate. First is the renal blood flow. Renal blood flow is the volume of the blood that is passing through the kidneys, that is called as the renal blood flow. So it is the actual blood that passes through the kidneys and is around 1 to 1.1 liters per minute, that equals 20% of the cardiac output, 20 to 25% approximately of the cardiac output. An important point to note is that renal blood flow is the actual blood that is passing through the kidneys, which means that it consists of both the blood plasma and the hematocrit. Now next is the renal plasma flow. Now the renal plasma flow is the volume of the blood plasma that is delivered to the kidneys per unit time, that is called as renal plasma flow, because it only measures the amount of blood plasma that is actually passing through the kidneys. And it is a more important term to be considered because it actually measures the total amount of plasma that reaches the glomerulus of the kidney every single minute. For normal kidneys, the renal plasma flow is approximately 600 ml per minute, that is around 600 to 720 ml per minute. Now, within this plasma, organic and inorganic solutes are present that are freely filtering, which means that they can be found in the ultrafiltrate that is present in the Bowman's capsule and the plasma in the same concentrations because they are freely filtering. Now, next is the filtration fraction. Filtration fraction is the fraction of this renal plasma flow that is filtered across the glomerulus and is calculated as by dividing GFR by renal plasma flow. The filtration fraction is approximately about 20%, which indicates that 20% of plasma that is flowing through the kidneys will be filtered through the glomerular capillaries into the Bowman's capsule, and the remaining 80% continues its pathway through the renal circulation. In our next section, we will discuss about different parameters that will determine the glomerular filtration rate.
Have you ever heard of video books? sqadia.com is delighted to present video books, medical books that have been tailored into a series of videos. sqadia.com videos are presented in the same order as the book's chapters. Explore now and make your learning easy.